extreme, biatch. Get your hand pound ready, monkey dog, and prepare to represent. It's like so metal and goth, dude, you know? Turn up your radio, ho biscuit. Press your mother's face up against the speaker. Rejuggle your trouser melons for optimum double horn throne smackdown. Boy, dog, this is the Bone Metal Zone. Brought to you today by Aunt Mary's Ass Pixies, freshening your bung button since 1945. Now in Creole flavor, and by Satan, inventor of anal-ease. Praise him today.
1077 The Bone, it's the Metal Zone. I'm Nikki Black, and my guest tonight will be Papa Wheelie in the studio when they get here. Drive faster, guys. 1077 The Bone, that is Judas Priest in the Metal Zone with the green manalishi with the two-pronged crown. I'm Nikki Black, and in the studio with me, I have the gentleman from Papa Wheelie.
I think that's, is that a Joan Baez song, or is that Peter Green song?
I think it's Joan Baez.
Oh, no, is she? No,
is
it's
it?
The other one. No, that's Peter Green is Green Manalishi, and Joan Baez is the...
wait. Green Manalishi was Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, Peter Green.
Yes, yes. Old Fleetwood Mac. Yes.
Right, yeah. Diamonds and Ruts. Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Metal Zone. With Nikki Black.
Eat your face.
Who is it?
We'll eat your faces.
Wow. How much coffee have you guys had?
25 cups.
We just came back from a long ride. A long ride. On the sake boat.
One wheel high and rising.
All right. Let me clear a path here to the dump button just in case anybody accidentally swears.
No, we're not doing that because I already...
Done.
Well, I think the first question is, Papa Wheelie, how did it start and how did it start again?
It never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
It just
Nor will it.
This was different. Let's see, different levels. 1996 started jamming the Chop House, and Joey always played bass, and I switched instruments over time. Steve started out on guitar, I started on drums, and it's Joe Ledesma on bass, Stephen Wigg on drums, Jason Newsted here, by the way. And that's what happened. And over time, we just always kept it alive. Different players, and Steve went away to be in movies and all that fancy stuff that he does now, big time,
have children,
action star and so forth. Oh yeah, children. Kids too, by the way. Yeah.
More importantly,
Happenstance.
Yeah.
No, really.
Yeah.
Magnoid, Ruler.
Yeah.
Weren't you in Milk? Didn't you have like a walk on there?
Milk. I tried to scare that Franco and Penn, those couple of those
dudes,
clowns out of town. Didn't work though, and I had to eat crow. So I played the nasty liquor store owner in Milk.
Nice.
And then I realized, Wheelie needed to resurrect metal in the Bay Area.
So what happened in August of this year for it to live again?
Oh yes,
Part B.
Part B, and how did it start again? Because it was a two-part question.
Yeah.
We're watching Josh Homme as a guest on Anthony Bourdain's show in the high desert, eating some kind of...
I saw that one. I love Anthony Bourdain.
Each meal.
He's the biggest rock star on TV right now.
He really is.
The biggest rock star on TV is Anthony Bourdain. Beyond any of those guys.
Wow. There you go. So we watched that. I watched it, and I said, who gets me in the studio like that when I was watching Josh and being all jealous and like, God dang, Chop House. Okay, we can do that. And who used to do that? Steve Wigg. Where's Steve Wigg? So I call him up and, how you doing, man? Just got done watching Josh Homme on the thing. Like,
Josh Homme.
From on the TV, and I go, okay, well, let's do that thing. What time can you be here? And he said, tomorrow at 6, and boom, and that was that. And that was 9 or 10 weeks ago
August
now.
15th.
Yeah.
Thunderous.
So whatever that ends up being. A couple of months and a half.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I don't think it's an insult to say that Papa Wheelie doesn't require a huge amount of rehearsal to get back in form.
Correct. Papa Wheelie's always been improv-based band, so no song is ever the same twice, no matter what. And that's something I've always enjoyed with any performer, whether Tom Waits or whoever you pick, going up the heaviness ladder. Anybody that can give a different performance each night a little bit, no matter how many times they have to play that song, that always inspired me because of having to play the same song a lot of times, round and round and round in Metallica. That was something they always try to play other kinds of music to keep that thing fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can keep that thing fresh within the songs that we're playing, we know where it starts, kind of know what the middle's like, and usually stop together. which is, and that's how it's worked out. But it's always been an improv type of band.
Fantastic. And Papa Wheelie is in the studio with us tonight to tell us all about everything that they are doing right now. And
especially next Saturday.
Coincidentally, I have a Metallica song on the way.
Who?
Dun, dun, dun.
My God.
I know. We'll get into that, too. I'm Nikki Black, and in the studio with me is Papa Wheelie.
Yeah, we're gonna eat your face.
Before that, we had Avenged Sevenfold with Backcountry. Avenged Sevenfold is rescheduling their canceled performance from Shoreline Amphitheater. We were supposed to announce it tonight, but hold on. We have to wait till next week. There's some issue. Maybe somebody got sick again. And Metallica started that off with Four Horsemen.
Yes.
Yes.
Which we were mentioning is a great song for a trio to play. We're just going to try to pull it off anyway.
You're going to call
Three
it Three
horses.
Horsemen.
Three horses.
Four horsemen.
Three horses.
Mine's
The three
small.
horses.
No, actually, there's two guys on the one horse there. And then it's just kind of,
You could have Four Horsemen. You just
With
only
the
have
three
three horses.
That's what it is. The three horses.
Man.
So, now, with Metallica doing the 4 shows at the Fillmore for the 30th anniversary, and Jason, you obviously playing a very huge part in Metallica's history.
They only do 4 shows? Sorry.
Yeah, only 4 shows.
Well, what the heck are they thinking?
So I'm assuming I'm hearing rumors that there are going to be special guests asked to perform at these 30th anniversary shows, and obviously you're very special.
Oh, thank you.
Are you going to be around?
Yes, I feel very special. And so chances are I'll be around.
Awesome. And Papa Wheelie is going to have those nights off.
Well, we'd actually, yeah, it would. Should I say that? I don't know. We'd really like to open for Metallica. Oh no, we'll see.
Well, last time there were
It's family, man. I don't know.
last time there were opening bands, right? And all the opening bands were bands that were related to Metallica in some way. You had Death Angel and Systematic
Right.
and so on. So this time around it would make sense, but I'm hearing they're not going to have any opening bands at all.
Yeah, I think it's because
a different thing.
Yeah,
right?
because
Like
of the
it's more
history
a-
thing of what you described in the beginning, and inviting so many extra people from going all the way back. Anybody that's had influence, especially bands and stuff, that they're going to try to leave time for most of that. That's what I think is going to happen. I mean,
I'm wondering if Lou Reed's
going to
be there.
Whom?
Yeah, I wonder if Lou Reed's going to be there.
Oh.
Come on. Who wants to go on record with their opinion of the Lulu collaboration?
Let's say.
Don't pretend
no
you haven't
together.
heard it.
1, 2, 3. No.
So Papa Wheelie has a couple of dates coming up, and I've seen you guys feverishly writing them down, so I don't have to say them. I'm guessing you want to say them. When are they?
I do. I'm going to talk about a little bit, and you're going to talk about a
I
little
think
bit.
Joseph
Yeah.
might actually
Joseph.
mention something at some point.
So, the Red House in Walnut Creek.
Which is an awesome little all-ages venue.
Yeah, Red House
67
Studios.
Motel Ho Drive, Walnut Creek. Yep. And it's redhouselive.com. Saturday, November 12th, 8 p.m. doors. Free show. All
Free.
ages to see Papa Wheelie. Longest set we've played live yet. That
Yeah,
will be,
so we're going to bring some songs that we haven't played thus far.
Yep. And it's the National Metal Day weekend. Under
This
the
is
full
true.
moon. So
Which
it's
is
all
big for
kind
us.
of
Huge for us.
lining up for the Wheelie. And we have a special guest, 5 Days Dirty, they're called. They're actually going to be playing after the Wheelie. We're recording everything for possible the next live Papa Wheelie release. After. So it's
For
been 9
posterity
years.
The
plus.
next Wheelies.
The next
Wheelies.
release.
The next
So
Whatever it is. Could be a DVD, could be a CD.
But that's what we're trying to do is really capture that thing. So it's important to get there early because there is limited space in that place, and it is a free show, all ages. And so doors are at 8. Get down there at a reasonable time. You guys get in and share that with us, experience, and help us make
be a part
some
of
good
it.
recordings.
Be a part of it. You guys, come out and hello.
Thank you.
Way to go, Wig.
That was Whitfield Crane, actually.
Was it? Was he telling
Sorry.
He wants to make sure that we talk about the new Ugly Kid Joe record. So, just want to make sure. Okay, so PapaWheelie.com. Yeah, you can check that out.
Be a part of that night.
MySpace and all that.
And all those, remember those people that came out to the Plant recording studio back in 2002 were a part of our live Lycanthropy album.
Anybody
you can
with a
hear
really
those
good whistle?
voices on, it's fantastic. Yeah, they were part of that energy, and it really contributes to the overall experience.
Now, are all the Papa Wheelie social networks back up and functioning? Because I noticed everything was very dormant for a while, but it has since been bubbling quite a bit.
PapaWheelie.com is fully up and running, and that's the main portal for the Twitter and the Facebook and the MySpace and all that stuff. That's where you want to start. Facebook, we have, we've got the band page and everything, so it's a great great place to be.
And just by mention, there is one really cool video to check out on the YouTube that was made by a guy named Evil Carlos. That's getting a lot of attention, and we really actually think it's a great thing for the first crowd shot thing for Papa Wheelie on our first gig, wasn't it?
No,
first gig out of this decade anyway, for sure.
Yeah, the first thing the surface the Time Out Concord show.
Yeah. There's only been a couple of times we played in front of people. Now there's been 4 or 5 total or something like that. So we've done a couple of these last weeks, but we have the November 12th show at the Red House, and then we have November 19th with opening for Black Cobra, The Sword, and Caius, which we're very excited about.
Yeah, the Caius thing is a big. If you're going to play any Caius
huge
stuff tonight, we should talk about that because that's a huge link between Jason and I and Papa Wheelie. Is the Caius, and then
we're going to do both. I think we should also
Josh Homhay and Anthony Bourdain. It's full circle, man.
I think we're going to have to talk a lot about Caius, and I think we're going to have a segment later on that we call "Get to Know Joseph."
Jophus even.
Get to know
I think
Jophus,
that's fantastic. Let's have questions for Jophus.
Questions for Jophus.
So
call. What's the hotline number?
888-303-BONE. And
it's called Ask Jophus.
Yes, I love this.
Jophus. Ask Jophus.
And here's something else people want to get to know. The fact that we get to announce that Machine Head is going to be playing a headlining show at the Warfield with Suicide Silence, Darkest Hour, and Rise to Remain on February.
Thanks, Phil Demo.
Thanks, man. Cool.
That's why Phil came to that show.
That's why you did.
Exactly.
Spying, eh?
Oh,
right on.
recruit. I see.
We're proud of them guys, no matter what. I am very proud of them. So.
Awesome. I'm Nikki Black, and in the studio with me is Papa Wheelie.
Yes. Papa Wheelie.
Dun, dun, dun.
Elor, eatyourface.com.
We're going to have a segment now that I like to call Get to Know Jophus.
Axe
Jophus. You guys can't hear the womp music I got going on right now because you're not wearing headphones, but trust me, it's sexy.
All right.
Nice.
Jophus.
Welcome to Ask Joseph.
Yes.
Tell the people a little bit about yourself. Because you are not Jason Newsted and you are not Steve Wigg.
No, as you can tell, I am definitely not them. This is definitely a when you got Father J-Lore on your far right and the other guy next to me, Swiglore.
The other guy.
Swiglore. It's tough to get a word.
You're the
in.
other guy, and he's the other guy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's you notice there's J-Lore and Swiglore, and then there's Jophus.
He's got his own.
So I got my own thing going over
We
here.
like to refer to him as the linchpin.
Yes.
Like, so this would be Daryl, and this would be Daryl, and you would be Larry.
Yes. Exactly.
So where did you come from? How did you hook up with these hoodlums?
Let's see. Well, as Jay was mentioning earlier, it all stemmed back in '96. Invited to the Chop House with J-Lore, and it definitely just took off from there. Just jams.
That was the year you got your bass, wasn't it?
Yeah.
96.
Yeah.
There you go. So we started playing that year.
Yeah.
We needed a bass player. We handed the bass to Joey, and look at him
Yeah.
now, baby.
And it was doom, doom, doom,
Hitting
doom,
the
doom.
big time.
Stay right there. Doom, doom, doom.
He's hitting the big time on the twanger.
That's right. So endless hours in the Chop House, and it's led into
Didn't you
Papa
guys
Wheelie.
switch though at one point?
We met at the end of the
did.
there was a low.
Okay. That was the thing. That's what I'm saying.
End of the
Linchpin.
tour party. Tell about the end of the tour party because that was when you and I first met.
Yes,
Was that-
yes. Somewhere around '96, Swiglore and I met. End of the Metallica tour party. Jason and Swiglore were jamming, and I didn't know Swiglore. This is the real cool 4 o'clock in the.
Josie, you know me.
Four,
It was me and Jason and Lloyd Grant were jamming
Yeah,
at the
4
end of the Load tour. Remember that? We jammed.
Yeah.
Remember?
This
remember
is almost like a hazing where he's not allowed to use your real names.
Yeah.
It was
Lloyd Grant. That's
it was
crazy.
Jason and I and Lloyd Grant
At
jamming
4 o'clock in the
4 o'clock
morning.
in the morning in Seattle
Yes.
at the end of the Metallica tour
Oh,
party.
that's
Yeah.
right.
And that was the first time I met Jophus.
Yep. Yeah. Really cool vibe.
Special
So
times.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So we are going to play a little Papa Wheelie here, and I'm thinking, why don't you guys set up this song that we're about to play?
You Nipsit show? Yeah.
This is somewhat of a theme song now.
Our
It's called
anthem.
Unicycle, and this one happens to be off of the 2002 live Lycanthropy recording that we did at the plant with a group of 50 close friends and a keg of brew. So now we're fixing to do our follow-up to that 9 years later, the thing we're going to do at the Red House on November 12th. So this is Unicycle from 2002 live. Yeah! Papa Wheelie!
You nips and show! Wheelie!
Max Cavalera was in the studio with us yesterday. Tonight, it is Papa Wheelie.
Man. That's
Talk
a tough
about-
act to follow right there. I'm going to hit it first thing.
Telling
Whoa.
Those are some
That is
privileged
timeless.
chairs.
Timeless,
Timelessness
brutal
defined
metal. Oh my God!
By
I don't
the
know
music
anybody's
of
topped that in a
the-
long time. That's just how it is. Wow. Sepultura Rose. Okay, so Papa Wheelie live at the
Yes,
Red House.
live at the Red House,
Nips and
November
show.
12th.
That's right.
Who are the bands?
Unicycles Unite. Unicycles, come and join us in Walnut Creek.
Free show,
next weekend.
all ages.
Next weekend, next Saturday night. Free show, all ages at the Red House in Walnut Creek. We're going to be recording our next release, release, whatever it may be. It could
Something
be a
to share
CD.
with
It could be somebody's going to be
Next
seeing somebody come and join us and be a part of it and do your thing.
RedHouseLive.com, and their special guests are going to be 5 Days Dirty. You can also see PapaWheelie.com. It is National Metal Day weekend on that time right there.
And
under the full moon.
Yes.
moon.
So you owe it to yourself to go out and get extra metal.
Yeah, and so it's since it's a free show, and it is a smaller room, you want to get there early. Doors are at 8 p.m., and the Wheelie will play at 9. So get there in time to get in and check it out and share the show with us.
Bombastics.
So the
Sake
future-
just started kicking in. It's going to time release sake. And,
So we're going to have a live acoustic performance.
And you can axe Jofus anything you want live in person.
It's a live a cappella performance by Papa Wheelie. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. So the future of Papa
It's
Wheelie
okay.
is not
It's a
set.
duet.
It looks like there will be a live release on the way, but what, more new music? You guys just taking it as long as it comes?
when we got the offer to do the Kaya show, which is the 19th of November at the Regency with The Sword and Black Cobra, Papa Wheelie's going to get to open and do a 35-minute set that night. But that kind of came into our view in the end of September, middle of September, and so we decided we wanted to kind of work up to it as our pinnacle for this year. Since we'd only been together a couple of weeks at that point when we got the word, we decided to do some of the local shows. So we've done in the past weekends, we've done Concord, Gilroy, and played with Anvil in the city last week, opened for Anvil, which was amazing.
Don't forget Pine Street.
Fantastic.
Really good.
Fantastic.
Pine Street.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Beautiful
and
thing.
Livermore was the first one.
Uncle
So-
Lips.
Yeah, it was really a cool experience. So just leading up to the Kaya thing, that's our main thing. That's really the main focus, is doing the Kaya show. That's kind of the peak for us in this thing. But we do want to share whatever we're able to capture at the Red House, whether it's the video online or audio stuff that we release as a CD or downloads or whatever. But we want to do something to share with people to kind of just show that we captured this moment. This has always been, like I tell my people, that under these stars right now that are happening for October, November, it's always been a really productive time for Chop House. Going all the way back, Chop House has been going since '92 now, and Irate was the middle of October of '94. Any of the stuff we did with Sepultura, any of the stuff we did with Devin Townsend, Exodus guys, through all time, Machine Head guys, anybody that shared in the Chop House, the projects that really got somewhere in metal and people actually paid attention to it in the underground were all done under these stars that we're under right now. So the same thing is happening for Papa Wheelie. Capturing it's very important to me, and sharing it with people is important too. So that's really the goal out of all, is just get that captured and shared.
So what people need to realize is that this is something that comes and goes very quickly. If you don't catch it while it's there, it may be a very long time before it happens again.
That is true.
Well,
That's
and
true.
also, and they can actually be a part of it.
that's
Absolutely.
By come out and be a part of this, and be a part of that that legacy.
nice.
Nice.
I think. I mean, I'm just talking.
Anybody want to ask Jovis anything?
Give us a call.
That he does.
If you got a question, we are now having since we had our segment Get to Know Jofus,
Yes.
the next natural progression of this segment is Axe Jofus, which I think will be the segment coming up because
Thank you, Nikki.
Pantera's on the way right now. It's
Yeah.
104.7 The
Speaking of.
Bone. It's the Metal Zone. What is your question? What is it you would like to ask Jofus?
I would like to ask Jofus why he's perpetrating as the bass player for Papa Wheelie when really he's in another band.
Jofus, why you want to perpetrate?
Well, since
Yeah, speak up, man.
2002, well, actually 96, Papa Wheelie actually was my thing. So I have to say Papa Wheelie's always been my thing. So everything else is always serious, but anything that comes to Chop House and the improv Papa Wheelie jams it's what I'm about.
Joey, good. Are you blushing?
Anybody else got a question for Axe Jofus? All you got to do is give us a call.
Nice. Good job.
Right on.
Ask your questions.
Papa Wheelie is in the house tonight on
Thanks
the
for
Bone
having
Metal
us.
Zone.
Nikki
Thanks for
Black
having us, Nikki
rules the
Yes.
universe on Earth and beyond.
The other universe.
Both universes.
Okay, we're gonna talk about this
Yeah.
thing a little bit. Okay, we will.
Oh yeah,
So,
let's
speaking of-
once again the Red House.
That's
I was
right.
gonna say Chop
I gotta tell the
House.
people what's
Papa
going on.
Wheelie, Red House,
Chop House invades the Red House.
So big free show, all ages. Okay, cool place called the Red House Studios, 1667 Botelho Drive in Walnut Creek, and it's redhouselive.com. You can check for details, or papawheelie.com. You check for details. The show is Saturday, November 12th. Doors are 8 p.m. Wheelie goes on at 9 p.m. We have a special guest playing after called 5 Days Dirty. It is the National Metal Day weekend under the full moon. So be there to join us. It will be limited space, so get there early for your spot to help us celebrate the Wheelie.
And record.
And
Yeah, we
record
will document
everything. Record
the night.
everything.
The night will be
Video
documented.
and audio.
What we do with it, we don't
Yep.
know. We will
And our
document.
friends in Guitars Not Guns will have a booth there.
That's right. They're going to do a little raffle with some stuff, and so make sure to check that out. So we thank them, too, and thanks to the Red House for having us.
And then the next show that you guys are going to be playing is with Caius. And what is this secret
Love it.
mystical Caius connection with Caius and Papa Wheelie? We should say Caius Lives, right? Because it's everybody but Josh.
Caius Lives is at the show
Yeah.
on a Saturday, November 19th at the Regency, yes.
Correct.
But the Caius, as far as we're concerned, that connects us, I think, is the initiation, instigation, discovery, creation of the stoner metal scene for us. Caius in the early 90s.
stonk. Yeah.
In the very beginning, not a lot of people probably know it in the States anyway, unless you really know about Caius and Metallica going back. The tour in Australia in 1991 into 2 for the Black Album. I remember fighting valiantly to take Caius on tour in Australia, and they came on for I think 12 shows. It was something like that in Australia. So from that time, 20 years ago, to now, they opened for us then. Now Wheelie's going to open for them. They're going to return the favor on that day. So it does go very deep. The roots are deep, not only for the musical teacherness of it all, but also the brotherhood of this music, that it can never die no matter how far it goes underground or whatever. The slabs of stony metal will always live. Black Sabbath till present.
I was also, during that time when he was in Australia with him, I was a DJ at Northern Michigan University, and we got 2 CDs in that week, Stone Temple Pilots and Blues for the Red Sun by Caius. And I played both of those albums, and I instantly fell in love with Caius, Blues for the Red Sun. And then when Jason and I were connecting...
Did you say something on the air like, this Stone Temple Pilots band, they're not going anywhere, but Caius, you got to get into this.
No, I gave them both their fair shot, but
in
Caius...
his own world,
Caius was the album that I took home with me.
I think the statute of limitations is up on that
But
one.
yeah, we Jason and I connected. When we were both out in Metallica world, connecting in the Midwest in like Wisconsin and Milwaukee or whatever. He was wearing the Caius shirt and I was wearing the Caius shirt, and we were both like, "Dude, Caius!" All right. And those were like the origins of us playing together. Actually,
Was
not
like
only
Caius
the
buddies in
Metallica
catering?
thing. Well, it was completely. There was not only the Metallica connection, but there was like this Caius connection that really like honed our musical connection.
Yeah, we're talking about that connection. Actually, if we go, that goes beyond in history what the 96 date goes in the Chop House, because Steve and I played music and recorded music at 3 and 4 in the morning in hotel rooms in the middle of who knows where.
Cleveland.
A while ago under different names of silly project names, and get all the lyrics out of the National Enquirer, make songs about the different Bad Boy and all that crazy stuff. So those roots actually go that deep. So it's Caius is kind of running in our blood, I guess, as it goes. Always will.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's coming fully full circle 20 years later. You guys are going to be opening for Caius and the Sword at the Regency on the 19th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Anthony Bourdain and Josh Homme in their little TV special sort of instigated us reconnecting. And then all of a sudden we're going to kind of close it up with playing with Caius at the Regency.
So the thread still
That's
runs.
a beautiful thing.
Does Bourdain know this? Has anybody told him that?
Let's call him.
I'm just saying, he might like to know.
He doesn't
tweet him.
He doesn't know.
Tweet him.
He will know, I guess.
Anthony Bourdain will be tweeted before the night is over. It's 107.7 The Bone. This is a Bay Area band you may know by the name of Forbidden in the Metal Zone. I'm particularly fond of these guys. You may also know that. 107.7 The Bone. That is Caius in the Metal Zone with the old Boozeroonie.
Scott Reeder.
Forbidden through Eyes of Glass before that. In the studio with me is Papa Wheelie.
That's right.
Doing
Hello,
their
Nikki.
best impersonation of a barbershop trio.
Yes.
The Barbershop Sludge Trio, which is going to be the new side project.
We will cut your hair.
After we release the album, hence the cups. It's going to be Barbershop Trio.
We'll cut your hair and then we'll cut your wrists.
Either way, they're going to
cut your hair, you cut your own wrists.
Papa Wheelie.
EatYourFace.com.
Come on.
Papa Wheelie is going to be at the Red House in Walnut Creek on Saturday, the 12th.
Next Saturday.
That's next Saturday.
That's right.
And you guys are
Free
Free for everyone. Be a part of our
Free.
next video experience.
Are you videoing and audioing?
Everything.
You
We're
guys are recording
documenting.
the
The
whole
fancy
thing.
guys from Hollywood are coming with their cameras. It's going to be incredible.
Oh my gosh.
For real, though.
Yeah.
Tinseltown guys,
I really know.
these clowns from Tinseltown are coming up to document the whole thing, and we're just going to do our best.
Guerrilla style, though.
So they're basically,
That's
they're your friends, right, Steve?
No, they're my friends.
They are Steve's friends.
You can't have them. They're my friends, and you know this. Okay, no, really.
I'm waiting for the slap fight to break out.
It's a guy that helped with the video for my art show last year, and he's going to do the Papa
awesome.
Wheelie
Okay.
thing.
How
So
is
there
the
you go.
art thing going? That
Cool.
was fun.
It's good. We're still trying to do maybe a show in L.A. in March or something like that. We'll see what happens.
The thing that blew me away most about your art show, and I'm sorry to derail this, but
That's okay because that's
was that everything was so massive and so deliberate and so just like it looked like you poured yourself into making some very large pieces of art that were all kind of related. I mean, it was insane.
I thought it was very much like the music that's been made, except on canvas, just different medium, but kind of really
Because
expressed the same way, energy the same way, intensity the same way, loud colors the same way, all relating to the music.
it may shock you, but I don't get to a lot of art shows, so
Me too.
I wasn't.
I'm
I
good
wasn't
with that for now.
Yeah, I was expecting the museum style, like small painting here and another small painting there. But no, you went
so
nuts on these things.
Yeah.
They were insane.
Yeah, big sounds. Big
Did you sell them
pictures.
all off, or did you hang on to some?
Some sold. Okay.
Like a
Dozen or
little
so
half
so
and
far.
half? Cool,
I mean,
cool.
A handful of those big ones goes a long way. You know what I mean?
So, are you trying to kind of hang on to them?
Some of them, yes.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, that's different. It's similar to songs. You put yourself out there still. You kind of putting your soul out there. Same type of thing.
Everyone can see it, but not everyone gets to take home the master tapes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the newest thing out of Chop House is the new Papa Wheelie, which is going to be recorded on Saturday night at Red House in Walnut Creek. Free show, all ages, 8 o'clock
Yeah.
start, 9 o'clock P.
People
Wheelie.
can be a part of it. That's
Yeah.
the big thing, is that they can actually be a part of it.
Can we hear your voice on the record and all that stuff?
Yeah,
It's
or
gonna
be
be
seen.
awesome.
Or we don't know what we're going to do with it, but we're going to document it.
We're gonna share it.
That's
We know
that's
that.
the key. We're going to document and share it in some capacity.
And then the following weekend is going to be the big Caius show with the Sword at the Regency and Papa Wheelie opening up.
Black Cobra.
And then at that point, you guys are kind of just free and
Well,
breezy.
it's holiday time.
Yeah.
For the gang.
That's
That's
Definitely.
that's the thing. I mean, the whole thing with Papa Wheelie right now is we love doing what we're doing, and we're on fire.
And fall
for what
is that
we're doing.
magic window of time where you guys get a chance to
there's
do
no there's no pressure of like trying to sell an album or push this and push that. It's like we're fully loving what we're doing, and we want to keep it that way for as long as we can.
It can't,
so
it can't get too serious and still be the same. It's not possible. It's always been this loose thing where it is based off improv, like we talked about before, and it has to be that way. It always has to be when we play that we're not really sure quite what's going to happen. It's really important, which is, I think, quite the opposite of most bands, because they really want to be dialed exact, 12 of this and 4 of that and whatever. It just really isn't like that for us. So if it ever changes from that, I'm not going to like it. It has to stay in this realm. It has to stay in this spontaneous thing.
Which doesn't mean it couldn't be. We couldn't play like a huge show or do a cool tour or this or that. But I mean, it just has to feel right for us at the time.
Has to stay lively.
And it's going to be lively and spontaneous, and that's very exciting.
Does Papa Wheelie have a set list? I mean, is it that spontaneous?
We have skeletons on paper.
Yeah, that's how it usually starts. Like we talked about before a little bit. We know how the songs are going to start and approximately how long they're going to be, and just kind of take it from there. So there are ideas that from older stuff, and then a lot of new stuff that we've been messing on. So we put a lot of in the last couple of months, a lot of stuff on tape, probably like 60 songs or something, and whittled it down to 8 or so that we really, really like, and then that's what we're sharing with people now. Besides the old stuff that we're bringing back.
Okay, and we are going to dig up another Papa Wheelie track to play here in a couple of minutes.
EatYourFace.com!
In the studio with me is Papa Wheelie. And it is noteworthy that we're sad to say that Corey Smoot, the guitar player for Guar, was found dead this week. Guar is going to continue the tour, though. I'm not sure who they have filling in, but they are going to get somebody to fill in on guitar, and that person will have a new character. They're going to retire cool. The character that he was playing, and I don't want to say it wrong. It's like Flatimus Maximus-ish. Flatimus Maximus, is that right? I'm getting the thumbs up on Flatimus Maximus. All right. Flatimus Maximus is returning to his home planet. There will be a new character, and Guar will continue the tour, and they will be playing here on 11/11/11.
National Metal Day weekend.
National Metal Day weekend.
What else is going on National Metal Day weekend? Jason, you know what is going on? Where?
Just leading into Papa Wheelie, what are you doing that weekend?
Well, we're going to go to the Guar show with the new guitar player. Then the next day we're going to go to the Red House there in Walnut Creek and check out Papa
that place
Wheelie.
at 1667 Botello Drive?
That's the one.
That's the one.
Free show.
It's free.
You mean, do I go to redhouselive.com and find out more information?
Or papawheelie.com if you really want to know.
Thanks, Jay.
Wow. You're hired. Saturday, November 12th. Doors at 8 p.m. Wheelie at 9 p.m.
But is it free?
It is
It's
free.
free.
All ages.
But what about my underage
Is it all
friends?
ages?
Yes, they can all come. All of those
Everyone
people.
can come?
Everybody's welcome.
Jay!
You make it there in time.
One question.
Yeah.
One question.
Well.
Is it a full moon?
Ex Jofus.
Yeah! Lacrapathy!
Is it a full moon, Jofus?
Yes.
Okay, so.
And the only way to stop this madness is to play a Papa Wheelie song.
From under the full moon of August 2002, Lacrapathy.
Maybe out there it'll be fine, but in here it's not going to help a thing.
Oh, Lord. Sink Like Stone is the name of the song. Is there anything you want to tell people about
Live
it?
Lycanthropy. That was also recorded under a full moon.
Oh.
So if you like what you hear right now, get ready.
You're going to like it 9 years later.
Get yourselves ready, you.
This is from the live album of 2002.
Shadows fell into the night. You will soon become reality. Want to be free, want to be free. You got a problem with it, you got a problem with that. Bam and will, give it something. Try to run on it, just think like no. Let's find it home, I'll be a saint. This time I see, look for the rain. The twilight of the fear, the to me, I don't believe. what I mean? Do you know 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 what I mean? Yeah, I didn't think so. Sing like no, I didn't think so. You're gonna sing like no, I didn't think so. You're gonna sing like no, I didn't think so. You're gonna sing like no, think so. You're gonna sing like no, I didn't think so. You're gonna sing like no, I didn't think so. You're gonna sing like no, I didn't think so. You're gonna sing like no.
Faces.com. 1077 The Bone. That is Papa Wheelie in the Metal Zone with Papa Wheelie on the Metal Zone.
That was actually pretty rocking. You guys you got to admit that. Listeners out there, you got to admit, pretty rocking.
It was very rocking.
What do you think, guys?
Pretty up-tempo and danceable.
It begs the question.
I give it a 98.
Danceability score, 98.
It begs the question, why so angry?
That's what I was saying to the other guy. Why so happy is how I hear it. Very happy individual at that point. Can you hear me?
Is that individual happy because he's under a full moon?
Yes.
Transforming moon related.
Eyes.
Moon related.
So Papa Wheelie performing next Saturday, the 12th, at the Red House in Walnut Creek on Botello Drive. RedHouseLive.com for all the information, or PapaWheelie.com for the information. You will be recording the show, video and audio, for live posterity and future release.
Full documentation.
There are 2 bands after you that night. You
No,
play
there's
it
only
non-
one
band.
5
One band.
Days
Okay.
Dirty is their local band out there. Actually, pretty good. A trio also.
Free show.
Saw them on YouTube the other night. Actually, pretty good band. So
Yeah, the
looking forward to it.
way we headline is we start shows.
See what we do is
That's how we
the
headline.
lyrics-
Seriously,
the
that's how we
lyrics,
headline.
My lyrics are so good that I put the lines in their head. See, and that's what I consider a headliner. By the time the other bands get on, they're
By the
singing our
time the
songs.
lines get to their
Consider
heads,
that headline.
Headline.
Thank you. Good night.
it's about the time it takes for the lines to get into a person's head. So when by the time he sings a line, they get headlined
They
into
wanna
the
go
person.
home
and then you-
In all honesty, it's actually, like, from a band standpoint, the perfect situation, because nobody shows up for the opening band, so nobody wants to open. And half the people don't stick around for the closing band, so everybody wants that support slot. So you guys have just eliminated the opening band.
self-supporting.
And-
We're self-supporting act.
And you've taken the support slot.
We're self-supporting. It's
actually-
simple. It's self-supporting.
It's very much to our advantage.
And then you get to hang around and watch the last band.
Right, yeah, we get to drink their beers. It works out really great.
Or drink our own beers
they're
and
beers.
watch them.
And it's so huge that it's an all ages free show.
Right.
Absolutely.
And the thing that's important is when everybody's ears are fresh like that, and we get in there, and our motto is, we're not good, but we're loud. And that's the deal.
Yes.
So when we got the fresh ears to spank, we're very happy about that as well.
Awesome.
We're more
Angry, you might
Motorhead
take
than
it that
Rush.
way, I
when you're
take it as
thinking
happiness.
Yeah, if you're gonna think 3-piece, we're more Motorhead
That's me,
than Rush.
That last sound, that's me really happy. So don't make me angry.
You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
And for people who enjoy the free all ages show on the 12th, they can come back and pay for the all ages show on the 19th at the Regency with the Sword and
All
Caius.
ages there too?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
At
Regency is all ages.
Ballroom in San Francisco with Caius, Liz, the Sword and Black Cobra.
I think that one's going to sell out. That's a pretty heavy bill. I mean, it's heavy physically. It's heavy.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, all things.
But
And,
we still
tickets
get to
are-
spank their ears first.
Yes. Tickets are on sale now at goldenvoice.com for the Regency show.
Nice.
Any final parting words for the Bone audience, Papa Wheelie, before we rock this
Thank
joint?
you to Nikki Black.
Yeah, we love Nikki Black.
Aw.
Let's all take a bath together.
And thanks to the Bone for having us. And
Bubble bath with Nikki Black.
Nice.
Wow.
I just
Where did that come from?
you weren't supposed to say that out loud, dude.
Wow.
So we want to make sure that everybody comes out to share the stuff with us. These couple shows are the last ones for this year. Maybe there'll be some next year. Who knows? So get it while it's hot.
Good times to be had. It's Papa Wheelie. It's 107.7 The Bone.